Okay, so it's funny, I ended the February vlog early and now I have something to share. So I guess this will go in the beginning of the March vlog. We have a little baby boy who was sick last night, so I'm glad that he is feeling better. Doesn't seem to be back to 100%, but he is like miles better than he was last night. But these are my business cards from Vistaprint. Why isn't this opening? There we go. Air! Nice. I wonder if this doesn't look like it's recyclable. That's a shame. Take them out of the box. I only ordered 100 because I don't really have any use for them yet other than just handing them out. Also, I'm sorry, my desk is a mess. It's got paint all over it. But I don't sell anything yet, although I did order my first stickers. I am so excited. So other than just handing these out, I don't really have anywhere that I will use them. Alright, let's pull one out. This is exciting. Ooh. Yee! Here, I'll give you a close-up. Here's the back. And the front with some of the houses I've done on them. Nice. Little pride flag right there. Eee. I don't think Grace would have saved him. He just tried to jump up on the window ledge like there's nothing there. Excuse you. God damn it. Why did it do that? Ravioli. Are you pushing all the buttons?
Pushing all yours.
Yeah. He's a baby who's laying on the laptop. Sketch, drawing. Ah. Exactly. Did you see it? That's pretty cool. Is there more paper on the other side?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's the one you're looking for. Or wait, yeah. Right here.
Alright. Yeah, let me look though, real quick. So that's kind of small, 9 by 12. This might be better size. Yeah, I think this size is probably... Hi everybody, so I'm going to do a little voiceover while we watch me color this comic here, just to make it a little more interesting. I originally sketched and inked this comic on the 9th, and then on the 10th, which is was Tuesday. I did the coloring that you're watching now, and then today is the 12th, which is Thursday. So there's the timeline of events. It is on Bristol board, and I have to say, I love Bristol board. It is amazing. It is so much so smooth, so fun to work with, and I really, really liked using markers on it. That was a really enjoyable experience. It's been a long time since I've used alcohol markers. In this case, I'm using a mix of Copic markers and Ohuhu markers, and they both worked great on it. The reason this vlog is kind of weird like this month is just because I've been very, very busy with schoolwork and traveling to visit family, and it's just not been good for like proper vlog filming. So I hope you don't mind this little bit different of something that I'm doing today. So what else? This comic is going to be about Earth Day. I don't know if I'm going to, or going to be, it's about global warming. So this comic is about global warming, or climate change rather, and I think I'll put it up on Earth Day. I would like to have gotten it up this week because it's Solar Punk Action Week this week, but it's Thursday and I'm just not going to have a chance to finish it. What else? So I guess I can tell you what I've been up to that I haven't had a chance to film. I bought a lot of stuff. I bought some envelopes from Eco Enclosed. They're like rigid cardboard mailers. I might have shown them to you already, but I don't think so. I bought a postal scale. I got one that has a cord so you can plug it in because I thought that'd be more convenient. I also bought a bone folder, and I got that for folding zines to like crease them because I was using my rulers and that just, it did not really, it was kind of hard to use the ruler. You definitely saw the paper that I got and I tried it out and it works and I really like it. It's not completely opaque, like you can kind of see the ink through it, but like I would have to probably use cardstock to get it exactly, you know, completely opaque, and I don't really feel like doing that for this. It doesn't really feel like it needs to be. I got one of those long boy staplers I was talking about and some staples. And I actually got a very small miniature, not miniature, but like smaller than average guillotine cutter. It doesn't actually have a blade. It's all just shearing force, which is kind of weird. But it's working for these little bitty zines because I did finish the Rebus zine that I've been working on. You can probably hear that. The window's open. I apologize. You can probably hear my girlfriend tippy typing in the background, but such is life. I also been looking into getting a P.O. box to have for when I open my store. And they're kind of expensive. I mean, I live in a city, so, you know, space is at a premium, but they're, I suppose, more expensive than I thought they were or thought they would be for the size that they are, but I think starting out with the extra small size for the first 3 months, which you pay for at least 3 months at a time, so I'll probably just do that, and it'll be fine, because I just don't obviously want to use my home address for my return address. I'm really kind of nervous just because of all the money I've been spending. I'm lucky to have some savings to get this set up, but, you know, it's still kind of nauseating almost to be like, okay, I'm spending all this money, when's it, you know, when am I going to start selling things? And I was hoping to have my store open on April 1st. I thought that'd be a really fun, like, day to open. I don't know why, I just thought it would be fun, but with the way schoolwork's going, I don't think that's going to happen. I've also been feeling kind of weird. I thought I'd talk about this a little bit because I have not talked about writing in ages, but I feel kind of weird about the book that I've been working on lately, Toxo. I think I've talked about it on here before in these vlogs. I'm not sure. If I haven't, I'll give you a quick little update on it. It's about the zombie apocalypse that's started by a mutated bacteria. Or not bacteria, parasite. And I just feel kind of weird writing a book about a contagion with everything that's going on with COVID-19, the coronavirus, and it's not the same thing at all because this is like, because the coronavirus is a flu, a type of the flu, and my book is about a parasite that turns people into zombies, so it's not the same, but it still feels kind of wrong. And I've been having a hard time working on it lately just because it feels kind of morally icky to do that. But yeah, that's kind of weird. I also started working on a comic. I don't know. I don't think I've mentioned it. See, it's been so long since I really properly filmed anything for this that I can't remember what I've talked about. But anyways, I have been working on a little comic that I started. I don't think it's actually going to be that little. I was looking at the Webtoons comic contest, which I will link to below if you're interested. And that was what initially got me started on this. I was like, oh, I want to enter that. That'll be fun because I've been reading a lot about comics and learning a lot about comics lately. I read Making Comics by Scott MacLeod, which is not really a sequel, but a companion to Understanding Comics, which is, I think, his most popular of his books. I would definitely recommend it if you're interested in comics and graphic novels, but it was like, I want to write comics. I want to, do that. I want to combine art and writing, and it doesn't need to be the only thing I do by any means, but... Sorry, a bunch of guys just jogged by without any shirts on, and I'm just like, it's warm, but not that warm. Aren't you cold? Anyways, so, I was like, this will give me, a motivation, something to like work towards, like with length and everything. So I don't think it'll end up being submitted to it, just because, like I said, with schoolwork, I don't think I'll have time. But I'm writing a really cool comic about, it's kind of based off of the town I grew up in, and it's taking all these things that I thought were really normal and just making them bizarre, because that's one of my favorite things about science fiction and horror. Just taking things that seem normal and making them strange, which is a lot of what that sort of writing is about. But this is going to be more of a thriller horror type thing than science fiction, and it's, I don't know, I'm really excited about it, and I have all these ideas. And I actually revisited my hometown a couple weeks ago and took some pictures and stuff, and I'm just really excited to be planning that and writing it. And it's been a challenge to write a comic book script as opposed to a novel, but honestly, I'm enjoying the challenge, and I've just been picking away at it here and there when I have about 10 or 15 minutes, just because that's really all I've had lately for stuff like that. I've been trying to take breaks and do, just time where my brain's shut off, because if I spend, all day, every day working on homework, I'm just going to burn out and not be able to do anything else or finish my assignments. And with things the way they are in the world right now, it's also been very stressful, so it's been nice to be able to shut off my brain for a little bit and kind of disappear almost. I've been doing a lot of reading lately where I'll just either have an audiobook or a physical book, and sit and read for, an hour or so before bedtime. Because as much as I want to use that time for writing and art, I'm at the point at the end of the day where I'm so tired that I really can't. And even though it's something really fun that I want to work on, it's still work. So I need to do something that's not work, regardless of what type of work. So that's kind of where everything is right now in my arty and writing life. I reread El Defo and The Prince and the Dressmaker. They're both graphic novels that I enjoyed previously. They're both middle grade, young adult type novels, and they were very good. I read American Born Chinese. I actually read that for class. That was pretty good. There was something gross sticking the library book pages together, so I think that kind of tainted my appreciation of the book. It grossed me out. But, what else? Oh, I've been reading Cameron Hurley's newest book, World Breaker, I think is what it's called. It's the third book in her, trilogy. I can't think of what the name of the trilogy is, but the first book's called Mirror Empire. If you like really gruesome science fiction, I'd recommend it. But yeah, I think this video recording is probably almost over at this point. I've been talking for 10 minutes, so I hope it's over. I hope you've enjoyed this ramble. Let me know if it's something you'd be interested in the future, and I really enjoyed talking to all of you, and I can't wait to get to see you again in the next clip, whenever I'll have time to record that. Bye! So, I'm looking at staplers at Staples, and I'm trying to find one that'll do 5 inches. Because I could buy one of these long boys down here, but they're like $30, and I'm not quite ready for that yet. So I'm measuring them to see how far in they go. And I don't think any of them are going to work, but yeah, they all seem to be about 4 inches. I'm using a ruler that you can buy here because I didn't think to bring one. Oh, this one. It's so close, but not quite. I don't want to crinkle my zines. That one's a heavy duty stapler also. It's like $70. Yeah, this is probably what I'm gonna want. But it's, yeah, $33. Pens. I like, do they have them here? The ones I like. I don't see them, but I like the ones that you can erase. The Frixon pens. Oh wow, fancy. Do I need it? No. But notebooks. Maybe I should have gone for the section labeled paper. Stationery. So I'm looking for something that's a little bit thicker than what I already have. That's thicker, but that might be too much. 90 GSM. Because what I have now is 75 GSM, so like this. But I've found that, oh jeez. I guess I'll get this. Ooh, $16. Why is it so expensive? And that's their brand. This is 30% recycled. 75 GSM, it's the same. 75. This is a smaller pack for $12. How many does it have in it? 500 sheets. Yeah, I don't need. This is the same. What's the difference then? Oh, multi-purpose paper. That's the difference. Yeah. Okay, well this is probably what I'm going to get then, but I'm going to keep looking. Alright, I'm going to get this. The 100% recycled multi-purpose paper. That is 90 GSM, 500 sheets. It's letter size. So what I'm doing here is I am looking through all of the stickers that I received in the mail and I'm checking them for defects. And I actually, in the entire stack that I'm looking through right now, didn't see any defects. There was one at the very end that, I don't know if you see it in the footage or not, but I thought I had a defect, but it was just a piece of like dust stuck to it and I just brushed it off later. I hadn't realized earlier that it wasn't a defect. So I'm really, really satisfied with the place I got these stickers from, and I'm really excited because they are eco-friendly, which was what took me the longest, was finding a place that had stickers at a competitive rate that were done in an eco-friendly way, because a lot of the process for making vinyl stickers isn't that eco-friendly. There's a lot of like chemicals that aren't good for the environment going into or being used in the process. So I wanted to try and cut that out as much as possible. But yeah, so enjoy the sped up goings by of me looking through all my stickers. Hey y'all, I thought I'd pop in and say hi. I feel kind of odd. I feel like my video for this month, my vlog, is kind of, oh, there we go, sorry, going to be kind of like almost like a descent into chaos or something, just because like I know at least once earlier in this vlog I mentioned feeling a little odd about coronavirus and not knowing how things were going to go, and well, here I am self-isolating. I'm fine as of now. I feel fine. My girlfriend feels fine. We are fine. We're just social distancing and taking every precaution we can to flatten the curve. And yeah, I actually finally got back into writing last night doing some writing. I've been very busy, and I just kind of forgot about writing entirely. I didn't really feel like I have time to do it, but I've edited, revised like maybe 3 chapters since last night. And honestly, it felt amazing. It felt like I had been like underwater for a long time, and I hadn't realized how badly I needed to breathe, and then I did, and I was just like, wow, this is amazing. Why don't I do this more often? You know, that sort of thing. And it's been really great. I have some homework to do, so I'm not going to be able to do, I don't think, much more writing today, but I really wish I could. Maybe I will. We'll see. Something else I wanted to say. I don't know. I don't think my store opening is going to happen on the 1st of April anymore. I know I've been doing a lot of work towards it, but I think I'm just going to have to wait, both because of school and because of coronavirus. So, I don't know. What else? Oh, there was something. Oh yeah, I have a beta read to do, and honestly, I completely forgot about it. I was looking through an old email that I don't use anymore, and I saw it, and I was like, oh my god, I feel horrible. But I think I can get it done before the deadline. I can read pretty quickly, so we'll see. And I've been really enjoying doing beta reads this year. I feel like I get a lot more out of them than I used to, and I'm able to put more into them for the other people involved. I'm sorry, my hand's shaky. I didn't really feel like setting up any sort of tripod. But yeah, so I'm just hanging out at home, doing what I have to. The cat is kind of, I think, done with us, ready for us to get back to our normal schedule, but that's not going to happen soon. I ordered some stuff for growing plants. Anytime I do anything that requires contact with the outside world in any way, I feel bad. Like, I ordered some flower pots and stuff last night, but anyways, so I ordered some flower pots and stuff, and I'm like, I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't do that because then the person at the warehouse has to pack them and someone has to deliver them and all that, but I wanted to have a garden this year, and I needed some of those flower pots you can kind of hang off of windows on the inside with suction cups to keep the cat out of them, and who knows, maybe I'll really need a garden full of vegetables this summer because of the apocalypse. I don't think that's going to happen, but I still really wanted to have my own vegetable garden, and my sewing machine's broken, and I really want it fixed, but I also feel the same kind of way, like I'm going to have to take it somewhere, someone's going to have to fix it, you know, all this stuff I'm asking people to do when they should be home. But at the same time, it's like I really want to have a working sewing machine in case I need it. I don't know, so it's a brave new world. But yeah, we're doing our best to stay isolated and everything, but I really, really am excited. My most recent painting of a house has been finished, and I think it looks really great. I guess I can insert a picture. I don't feel like trying to take it out right now and show you. I have it put away, but I can insert a picture at the very least. Yeah, I really need to work on coming up with some stamps to order for the store. Some, like, please do not bend stamps, thank you for ordering stamps, that sort of thing. What else? I also need to redo one of the galleries for my website because I didn't like the way it looked, so yeah. That's that, and that was really rambly in almost 5 minutes. I hope it was interesting. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so what I decided to do was I was going to attempt to commission myself, kind of following Minnie Small's advice on her channel. She talks about commissioning yourself to make things, and it's a really good way to, like, test your capabilities and stuff. So I decided I was going to commission myself to make some stationery for kids because I thought it'd be a really good way to make a gift for my niece since I'm not going to be seeing her, and I don't know, I didn't want to ship her something physical because her younger brother is at risk to contract COVID, so I thought a printable would be really fun for her birthday. So I started out, I am sketching ideas. I really wasn't sure what I wanted to make. My first thought was animals, and you know, animals are adorable, and I had to put the window blind back up. You'll see it go up and down because the kitty cat wanted to see, but it makes it harder to film. So I tried a bunny, and I think this is a kitty cat here, but I didn't like how they were turning out. They just felt too, I don't know, not what I was going for. So then I tried a little wormy, and I think if I remember correctly, I was thinking about dinosaurs, and I was having a hard time thinking of what my niece would like as a stationary item. she'll be turning 6 soon. I tried a camel, you can't really see it, and then there's a bird. And then I did try a bear, I think, but that footage got lost. I don't know. I tried a bear and a bird, and now I'm trying the camel. I was thinking about doing like savanna type animals. And while I really liked how the camel turned out, if I remember correctly, I didn't finish it, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I'm working on a kangaroo here, and kangaroo was the one I really liked, but it didn't feel right. It didn't feel like what I wanted to do. So I just kept fooling around, and I was watching a video and just, kind of sketching and doodling and trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Then I started brainstorming some ideas, and as you can see here, I'm sharing my sketchbook with my cat. You can't really see what I'm doing because it's in the shadow, but I am drawing some potted plants, some succulents, because I thought that would look really cute. But while I did kind of like where I was going with them stylization-wise, I decided it didn't feel like it was meant for a young kid. It felt like it was meant for a 20-something on Instagram. So then I ended up switching to fruits, which you can see here, and that felt like what I wanted to do. You can see the succulents there, and then the fruits I decided on. And Ravioli, who is giving himself a bath in front of the window. So the next step was to sketch them out, which I did, and then I started painting. And you can see this is the paint palette that I, quote, hacked in my February vlog. So I started with the strawberry, and I really, really liked the way they were turning out overall. I really do think the paintings turned out nicely. I'm using B watercolor paper here. It's cold press, 100% cotton, and I think it's 300 GSM. I don't know. It's good paper. These are cherries. I really liked the color I managed to make for the cherries. I've had some hard times coming up with purples. I managed to paint everything I ended up wanting to do. I did a watermelon, a peach, a banana, cherries, and grapes, and a strawberry. As you can see, it took me a couple tries to get a watermelon that I liked, but in the end I was really satisfied with it. It looked really great, I think. And then the next step and final step for the traditional art aspect was to do the outlines, which I did in colored pencil. I felt like it would look less harsh than if I did them with a fine liner. That's what it's called. And I really decided that I wanted something more playful and gentle because it's for kids. And that was my thought process. And I ended up really not liking this bunch of grapes because it looks like the grapes are kind of hollowed inwards. It's kind of like an optical illusion almost. So I ended up having to redo them, but you can see here I'm doing the outlines on the other fruits. You can actually see there the start of my first bunch of grapes when I thought that I was going to do it with fine liners, and I just in the end decided I didn't want that. So here I am outlining the peach. I think the peach is probably one of the best ones, along with the watermelon. And then we have the cherries. I don't know what I'm doing here. I must be looking for a colored pencil. Yep, I found the right color. Now I'm doing the leaf, and I'm looking for a stem color, I bet, or maybe a cherry color. Yeah. I think the first color I picked for that was too light, so I had to redo it. There we go. And I think a lot of these turned out really well, and I really like how they turned out, and I know I'm repeating myself now. Strawberry was the only one really to get any extra details. I decided that I did want to add the white seeds with a colored pencil just because it didn't really feel like a strawberry until I had those. So the next step is going to be that I put them on the computer and do some Photoshop manipulation and get rid of the backgrounds and put them on a piece of paper. I was thinking about doing a repeating pattern all the way around. And yeah, that was the next step. Okay, so it is a little bit later in the day. I was showing you what I was working on before. There it goes. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm just gonna scrap it and move on. I was trying to come up with some stationery, like I said, for kids. I thought it'd be a cool gift for my niece for her birthday to send. He might run back through. Yeah, there he goes. I put some treats in a ball toy for him, and he is disappointed that there are no more. But just didn't really feel like it was working. I will maybe come back to it at another time, but I feel like at this point I need to scrap it and just move on and do stuff that's more important to me with what little time I have. So I feel like that was important to try it out, but it still kind of sucked that it didn't work, but oh well. I also am trying not to feel like I wasted too much time, because it just not helpful to feel that way, you know? So yeah. Okay, so I'm so excited right now because I just got a few packages in the mail. I went downstairs to check. Firstly, I got my Patreon package from Joy-san, and it says, "Hearts and rainbows, so many hearts and rainbows, all good things unless you are a hardcore goth. I hope you enjoy the stickers and the little note. May your month be full of sunshines and rainbows." Okay, maybe like one rain cloud, because that's what makes us stronger, LOL. Until next time, be well. Love, Joy. And then a movie recommendation, Big Fish 2003. And I think I've heard of that movie, but I think I'll have to watch it now. So, I am part of the March Sticker Club, and I am excited. Oops, sorry, baby. I may have just pinched his tail a little bit. Not sure. So we've got some stickers here. These are so cute. I can't wait to put them on sketchbooks and stuff. So cute. And then we've got a little note that says at the top, "There is so much sleeping to do." That's me right now. I want to take a nap so bad. And we got the actual little hearts and rainbows stickers. Those are so nice. I love them. They got a sort of pastel-y vibe. So that was the March Patreon package from Joy-san. And this here is the Snowcat Prince package from Dina Norland. I backed her on Kickstarter. I forget what tier I backed, but I guess we'll find out what all goodies I've got in here. Ooh. Okay, so for starters, we have 2 stickers. The 2 main characters. So cute, such nice quality. I'm gonna have tons of stickers to put on my sketchbooks and stuff. I've got a bookmark. Very nice. I actually realized the other day that I don't have any bookmarks anymore, other than one I got when I ordered something else from a YouTuber artist YouTuber. And then we have 2 little prints. These are so cute. I'd love to frame them. And then we have the map, 3 Horizons. We've got the different countries, halls of gold, border, Norden Mountains, the village of Oye, maybe, the Lake of Nyx, Temple of Thorns. This is so nice. We actually just got a copy of The Witcher 3, and we have a map of that, so now we have 2 maps that we need to hang up. Yeah, baby. It's a nice map. And then we have the book itself. The Snowcat Prince by Dina Norland. This is a big book. I mean, I knew it was going to be big, but still. And we have the front page where she signed it and she stamped it. I watched her do some of these. I wonder if I watched her stamp the book I got. And I wondered that the whole time I was watching it. Just the first couple of pages. Some more. This looks so nice. I'm so excited to read this. All of this is great. I'm so excited for Dina. She did a great job with this Kickstarter. And I cannot wait to put all of these stickers, both from Dina and Joy-san, on my sketchbooks and stuff. I don't know if I'll do that today or tomorrow, but I'm excited. You're so bad. So bad. Good thing this is just a sample. Oh, God. Guess who jammed the printer?
Freaking what?
Yeah.
Man. I'm sorry.
What a waste of paper. The best part is we got it all on video. I would have liked to have been able to recycle some of the pages, but I don't think I would have been able to figure out how to do it without wasting pages and ink and all that, so just starting over seems to be the best bet. Although now it's not printing, so. Okay, so I restarted I canceled all of the print jobs and started a new one, so we'll see if that works. Well, it says it's gonna go, so I guess we're just gonna wait.
I went out to your pile. No worries. Okay. Yeah, this is the package from Sticker Wrap.
Is there a reason this isn't working now? Baby boy, what did you do? Ravioli. You have any regrets? None at all? You don't feel bad? No. You're just tired. You broke it!
For what?
The printer.
Really?
I can't get it to print now. Okay, so I downloaded HP's like problem solver thing, and I guess it said it fixed the problem, so it's gonna do a test print, but it doesn't seem to be printing. But I put in a sheet of regular paper to try because I don't want to waste my nicer paper. I don't really want to waste the ink either, but I would really like it to work and not discover that it doesn't work on my nice paper when I'm trying to print my zine. But like I said, it's not printing, so. Don't even think about it, Kat. But, so it didn't print the first time, but I had to do something else. You can watch, but I'm holding you. Okay. Alright, well, I want to showing streaks, which I don't think is what caused it to stop printing. That was the cat. So we're going to go to setup, if I can find it. Tools, clean cartridges. Oh, I need to, duh. Alright, so we're cleaning the cartridges. Such a waste of ink. Looks good now though, more or less. I'm gonna put the nice paper back in and try printing the zine once again. There we go. Here to catch the cat if he comes running back. I don't know if you can see it, but it's shaking the whole table that this thing's set on. It's not the sturdiest. Looks better though. I can see, having cleaned the nozzles or whatever, it looks good. So the next step is to fold the pieces. Hopefully the cat will take less interest in this part. Although here he comes. He just wants to look out the window though. So, hi Ravioli, are you here to cause more problems? I have a bone folder. And Ravioli's sitting on it. So from what I understand is it's best to go from the middle out in both directions with a bone folder. So there's that. Now I'm going to do each one. And rather than folding them all together, I'm going to fold them one at a time. Look at this child. That's not good. This is just a sample copy though, so it's alright. It's alright. This is mostly for me to learn how to do this, you know? I think I actually like doing this better with my fingers. Let's try that. I suppose it would help if it wasn't so greasy, but I am not going to shut the window. The next step is stapling. And we are going to do it like this with all of them right side out. And I already have this measured. There's a little thingy here that keeps the paper from going too far in and too far out. Or at least from too far in. I did a test run earlier on plain paper, so I know where I want it to be. And you can see it's right on that line. Now I'm going to do one on this side. And I found the more I've used this stapler, the more I've gotten the hang of it. The first couple times I used it, it was weird and the staples didn't quite work. But I suppose it's like anything. The more you use it, the more you get the hang of it. Like I said, that one's not quite perfect either, but that's why we're practicing. Alright, now the final stage is two parts with the guillotine cutter. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the edges. The bottom and top edges. I'm going to open it up all the way to do that. And of course it's going to rip because nothing today has gone right, but that's okay. Like I said, this is a practice run. I'm actually going to use scissors to fix that part. There we go. And the reason we're doing these parts first is I want it to be easier to do the ends next, because they're a little trickier from what I've seen. Alright, and since I know that doesn't want to cut the very end, I'm going to move it up, make sure it's aligned, and continue the cut. Alright, so the tops and bottoms are cut. Now we're going to do this part, the ends. And we want to do this part folded because it will make it so that all the pages are the same length. I might actually, next time I'm looking at this, I think I might actually cut the bottom and the top when it's folded as well, but I definitely want to cut the cover, the sides. Let's see if I can trim this again without cutting off anything important. I'm going to check this without spoiling all the pages. Yeah, it worked. Yay! It's a little bit close on a couple pages, but I can nudge things around and I can make my stapling better for when I start selling them. So there is my third prototype. Isn't that awesome?